Hello everyone, this is Randy here again. Another episode of Farming Simulator 15. And we are working on planting ourselves a grass field for our cows here. I should say our hired worker is working on it. I'm just riding along. As you can see from the money, I did do a little bit of logging here after last episode. Got $96,000. Well, hopefully that will give us enough money to buy a tedder and a windrower. We'll just hop out here and let's get on that. Tedder first. That is 6.5. That's 13. I think we can get away with a smaller one for now. Even for this field, it's not that big. See, that's 27,000. Because I wouldn't mind getting a seeder yet, but we don't actually have to have it yet. Because I mean, all our fields are planted, so once we sell the crops, we'll probably have enough money to buy that. You know, I think we can get the bigger tedder. I think we can buy that. And for windrowers, I think we're going to go for the small one. And the reason being, I'll read the comments here in a few minutes, and that'll probably explain why I'm getting the small one. I have to agree with what the person said. Thought about it, it's like, yeah, you got a good point there. If I even get the middle-sized one here, the Pottinger, that might be a problem. So, once we do grass on this field, probably won't be, but where I got grass mowed at the moment, might not work so well. That's interesting. There we go. That was weird. Got the tractor, nothing happened. Well, at least the game didn't crash. That was good. So we'll head down to the store here and pick that stuff up. And yes, the comment I was talking about was from J.E. Tedgemeyer. He says the Corone windrower does not work well, at least not on this map. It likes to skip material in low areas and hook on raised areas of the field. Oh, oh. Talk about a turnaround there, my goodness. So yeah, he's got a really good point there. I didn't think of that there last episode, but I have noticed that with other stuff as well, like cultivators, get some of the fields I think need to be like smoothed out just a little bit here and there in spots. Okay, that's going to require one of those high hitches again. Bummer. That's fine. We'll just take this down there then, and we'll grab the Ursist. I think he's available. Anyway, continue to say it makes it slide sideways terribly. Yeah, I've noticed that with the planter too. The planter seems especially bad for that. Now, I'm not sure if that's actually the ground or not that's causing that, but the planter likes to jump around a bit too, so. He also says grass does not seem to go as far as it did in 2013. I've got no comment on that yet. I haven't done enough of it. I would think it'd be the same, but I'm, you know, like I say, I haven't done any yet, so I'm not sure. And sorry about the tabbing around there. I'm still learning the tab order of my vehicles a little bit. I do have it somewhat figured out, but not completely. He also said the fenced-in area there that we were mowing, that's for the mowing missions. I don't think I've seen a mowing mission yet. I've seen a front loader mission. I don't think I've seen a mowing one, though, so. And we should really try a front loader mission sometime just to see what's, how bad it is. And he says thanks for another great video, so thank you for that. Thanks for commenting as well. Comments are always helpful. And hopefully this tractor has enough horsepower. Yeah, 90 should be fine. Adric79 was saying, I know it's not good for advertising, but as better graphics. But I would have preferred new physics engine over the improved graphics. In many ways, FS15 feels like FS 2013 with more eye candy. Yeah, you got a point there. It does feel like they could use to work on the physics a little bit more. Although I'll have to say, I mean, I like the improved graphics. So, I mean, this equipment looks really nice. And I always like nice looking equipment, so. I think this is the same one from 2013, I'm going to say. Not 100% sure, but MB to turn on. Okay. I think we're going to get about 4 rows at a time here. Yeah, I definitely like what they've done with the animation on this. That looks pretty cool. A lot better than just kind of the dust that flew up here in 2013. Matt was saying, I think you and Ian Robinson should do a joint series together. You guys have the same everything. Okay, if we have the same everything, oh boy. Yeah, I'm not sure how well that would work or not. I know my schedule isn't always the most available, so kind of a random time frame when I record and stuff, so not sure how that would work out. I would have to agree in some ways, but it seems like we do have a very similar play style. You know, I do like to play somewhat realistically, and I do live out on my grandpa's farm, so do know a little bit about farming. At least I know enough to get in trouble anyway, let's put it that way. Just happen to think this might not work so well inside that fenced area there. Find out, I guess. And then Michael sent me a couple links to a hitch adapter. So that hitch adapter, I'm assuming what that's for, that could be put on our New Holland there. And then we could have attached this windrower to that New Holland tractor. Assuming that's the purpose of that attacher. I will have to check that out. I just took a quick brief look at it there before I started recording here. And then he also sent me a link for a storage/mixing station mod. So I will have to check that out as well. I probably won't use the mixing station just yet. I plan on using the in-game piece of equipment for that for the moment. Oh, but looks like the sun is going down. Oh, you know what? I'm probably going to have to fold this thing to get up in here, aren't I? Yeah, we just pull it through the corner there, sure. Turn it back on. At least this tractor seems to handle the Teddring okay. A little concerned about that, seeing the size of this thing, but seems to be working okay. I would imagine our seeder guy's probably done seeding over there by now, I would think. So yeah, the next time we do grass should be much, much easier. I'm hoping we at least get 1 or 2 bales out of this grass I've mowed here. Oh yeah, you can see the rake going sideways there. Seems to me, if I remember correctly, that's something a Professional Farmer 2014 did a little bit. Some of the equipment would like to pull sideways. Speaking of Professional Farmer, haven't heard any plans from UIG if they plan on releasing another, farm sim of some sorts. I know they're coming up with coming up against some pretty stiff competition here with Giants. So Giants has a fairly well-developed game and a large modding community to go with it. So I'd have to think, without the modding community, I don't think Farming Sim would be what it is. You got the modders constantly adding new, equipment and mods and implements, tools, and whatnot to the game that keeps building on it, basically. Once we get on our field of grass, I can probably get the GPS mod set up for this too, then I won't have to worry about missing anything. Line that up a little bit better. I wonder if one thing that they've fixed in 2013, when you actually windrowed your grass, you'd actually lose grass. Especially, at least if you did it in like big windrows. Like if I took these 2 windrows and then combined them into one more, you actually wouldn't get as much grass that way. It's like there's a grass limit for a windrow. Wonder if that's changed at all. Also, I have not gotten a chance to read the release notes for the patch yet, or actually not really release notes since it hasn't been released yet. I haven't got a chance to read the notes for the upcoming patch, so I'm not sure what's going on there yet. Gotta remember to try to do that. I was going to do that after last episode and I forgot. Kind of curious to see what they'll all be fixing. One of the things I heard they were fixing too is sounds like the light issue. For example, when you turn on the light, sometimes you'll get some lag. Now, I don't have that all the time. Sometimes I can turn them on just fine. Sometimes it doesn't work. It is getting dark here. Yeah, see, they turned on just fine there for me. Didn't even see a bit of lag. And normally it's just the first time you turn on lights, so I haven't turned any lights on yet this game session. I just started up when I started recording, so... I know a lot of people I've seen and heard complaining about that. Now, it seems graphically speaking, I have not been having the issues that some people are having, so not that I'm complaining about that, mind you. That's, you know, graphical issues are definitely not fun, so... Yeah, I don't know, possibly the reason I have a little bit older graphics card. I have a GTX 590, so that thing is... Oh, I don't remember now if it's 2 or 3 years old now. I got it shortly after they came out, so whenever they came out, that's how old it is. I will have to say it's been one beast of a card. I can't really complain about any graphical performance issues with it too much. Until the end of 2013 there, that's when I noticed it was starting to struggle sometimes. Some of those higher quality mods and stuff. Didn't really like them so much. But other than that, it did really well. And it's doing real well in this game so far too. Usually get a solid 60 frames. Every now and then it'll drop down. Normally only because I'm recording. If I'm not recording, then it pretty much never drops down. Occasionally, the thing I've noticed with it is usually the trees are what will kill it sometimes. If I kill it, I mean drop it down a couple frames. I don't think I've ever seen it drop below 30 yet, so... And once it starts dropping below 30, that's when you're going to start noticing problems. The game's not going to play as smooth as it should and such. Also been watching the news lately. Sounds like other places are really getting hammered by snow as well. I know it's been snowing out by us again today. It's supposed to get rain this weekend and be in the 40s and 50s, so that's going to be an interesting mess. That's about all I can say there. Definitely not particularly looking forward to that. Definitely be good to get rid of the snow we have, because the snow we have is really wet, heavy snow. The ground by us at least has never really froze yet, so the snow is basically melting from the bottom up, making it really hard to shovel it, move it, to basically do anything with the snow we have. Don't know if I mentioned this yet in my video, one of my videos or not, but coming home from work here, I think that was a few days ago, actually seen a really nice looking truck. Had a plow on it. They were plowing off the driveway. Must have got a little too hot or something, because the tire on the passenger side and engine compartment were on fire. So, yeah, it looked like that truck was going to be toast. Kind of too bad, because it really looked like it was a nice looking truck. But don't know what happened, but yep. Yeah, we'll drop that in there, and we'll go pick up the baler, and let's see how many bales we get out of this. Hopefully we get like 4 or 5 bales. I'll be happy with that. I know I was hearing on the news, Buffalo, New York, they got like, was it 6 or 8 foot of snow? Just ridiculous amount of snow in like a short amount of time. Absolutely crazy. But snowed in up there in places. Probably just as well leave the baler down there as well. Seems we'll probably be using it down there more than anything. Where did I leave my baler? Okay, where's my baler? Good question. Didn't leave it down there already, did I? I've got the bale wangin'. Well, one of the nice new features of this vehicle selection thing here, we can go to Tools, Trailers, and actually find it this way. I found this comes in handy, real handy. If you got like a whole big bunched up pile of equipment. Oh, I did bring it down there. Okay. Well, never mind. I guess we don't have to drive back up. Didn't have to drive up there. Okay, we'll drive back down there then. Forgot I'd brought that down there. I know I'd brought the bale hanging down there. I'd forgotten I'd brought the baler down there as well. Oh well. I think my brain is still a little fried from all the medication and whatnot I've been taking since that spider bite. Pretty much off all medication at the moment, just taking some Benadryl. I'm an allergic reaction to one of the medications, so that's about it. So hopefully I can stop taking that here pretty quick as well. Okay, where did I leave the baler? It says it was down here. Probably drove past it and didn't even notice it. Not that way. Got this over on this side of the barn. Did I leave the baler here too? Oh, of course not. That'd be too convenient. Okay, let's see. I'll find out exactly where this baler is again here. Oh, it's got to be fairly close to here. Oh, is it in this barn here, maybe? Ah, yeah, there it is. Okay, that's why I haven't seen it. Wasn't looking in the buildings. This tractor's going to need a bath again from the looks of it. Speaking of bath, I don't think it's rained at all yet in this game yet, at least for me. So I'll check the weather forecast here. Let's just see what it's going to do. Rain on Sunday plus 3 days. Okay. So it's supposed to rain in 3 days. Interesting. Let's pull that baler out. And away we go. I'll be curious to see if this is going to be a grass bale or a straw bale. I think I'm going to predict probably going to be a straw bale, I bet. I'm just betting. I know the majority of it's going to be grass, but because it started out straw, just guessing it is going to... Oh, no, it is going to be grass. Okay, never mind. They must have changed it yet. I wasn't sure on that. That's good. We need all the grass bales we can get. That's actually more important than straw bales, so... I think in 2013, if the bale started out as straw, I think it stayed straw, if I recall it correctly. I think there was probably a certain percentage there where it wouldn't, or would change over. I think usually once you got up to a certain percentage, if it was a straw bale, it would stay a straw bale. Well, I don't see any bale laying out on the ground yet, so we obviously haven't got our first bale. Gotta be pretty close. Oh, I bet we did. Ah, we did. There it is. I have to say, I think this sky looks different here in Bjornholm than it does West Bridge Hills, I think. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I just don't remember seeing the clouds in West Bridge Hills that I'm seeing here. Unless maybe they're just blocked by the horizon in West Bridge, maybe, I'm not sure, but... Yeah, that is a pretty cool looking sunset, I'll have to say. I always like to look at that for some reason. Oh, what happened to that bale? That's kind of weird. Looking on its side there. Interesting. That looks like we're getting a good number of bales, so I'm happy with that. That's good, at least. I was a little concerned we'd only maybe get 1 or 2 bales off this. Now, I wonder if they'll let you fertilize grass yet in this game. Somehow I doubt it. That would be an interesting feature that they... Yeah, I think they should put in, is to have to fertilize your grass. Get a little bit better yield that way. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like 5 bales. Plus, if we dump out the ones that are in here, which is probably get 2 more. There we go. Perfect. And with that, folks, I think we better call it an episode there. I will probably take care of making the mixed rations off screen. I think most of you guys have seen that. It's pretty much the same as 2013. Dump a bale in, pick up a little bit of silage. I will probably show it on screen at some point, but this time around I'll just take care of it off screen probably. So yeah, you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.